Ladies and gentlemen, something massive has just broken out in Nigeria, and it is sending shockwaves across the nation. You will not want to miss this. Right now, the headline dominating conversation says, Kanu defense explodes, fire Nigerian judiciary now at war with its own laws. And believe me, this is huge. Make sure you like this video and subscribe because every new development in this story is going to be critical. Now, let's start from the very beginning so everyone can understand what is happening. As of today, insiders have confirmed that the legal team defending Nnamdi Kanu has released statements and documents that directly challenge the Nigerian judiciary's handling of his case. They claim that certain rulings, procedures, and even interpretations of the law are inconsistent with Nigeria's own constitution and legal standards. This is why they are calling it a war with its own laws. Let's break it down slowly. When a legal team says the judiciary is in conflict with itself, they are pointing out internal contradictions in how laws were applied. For example, some statutes used in Kanu's trial may no longer be valid, or they may have been misinterpreted. This could affect not only Kanu's case, but also how similar cases are handled in the future. And Nigerians are paying very close attention, as they should. Now, what does this mean for the appeal process? Kanu's defense is saying that if the appeal court does not consider these inconsistencies, then the process would be unfair. The new evidence and legal arguments they have submitted reportedly highlight procedural errors, misapplied laws, and potential breaches of Kanu's rights under the Constitution. This is why legal analysts are describing this as explosive. Imagine this: a case that has already gone through trial, sentencing, and appeals now faces fresh scrutiny due to constitutional discrepancies. This is rare, and it is why everyone is talking about it. And as we discuss, I want you to remember to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, because updates in real time will continue to emerge. So, why is this happening now? Sources say that the defense team has been carefully monitoring every step of the appeal process. They noticed irregularities that could influence the outcome. This is why they decided to make a public statement and present detailed documents to the court. And when I say detailed, I mean hundreds of pages of legal references, precedents, and expert opinions that challenge how the judiciary has been handling the case. Let's also talk about reactions. Social media is buzzing, Nigerians are debating, and legal experts are weighing in. Some are saying this could completely overturn the original sentence, while others caution that the court still has the final say. But what is clear is that this development has reignited public interest and scrutiny of Nigeria's judicial system. People are asking tough questions: are laws being applied fairly? Is justice truly blind? Can procedural errors change high-profile outcomes? And this is where it gets even more interesting. The Kanu defense is not just challenging the judiciary, they are questioning how outdated or repealed laws were applied during his trial. Certain charges, according to the defense, were based on statutes that had already been abolished or were no longer enforceable. If proven true, this could render part of the original conviction invalid. Nigerians are watching closely because this is not just about one man, it is about the integrity of the legal system itself. Now, let's talk about what the judiciary faces. Courts operate within a framework, and when new evidence or legal arguments point out errors or contradictions in previous rulings, judges are forced to reconsider and sometimes adapt. This is what is happening with Kanu's appeal. The defense has effectively forced the judiciary to review the legitimacy of its own procedures, and this is why the term war with its own laws is being used. For ordinary citizens, this story is important because it highlights how justice works, or sometimes fails, in high-profile cases. It shows that every citizen, regardless of profile, has rights that must be respected and that the legal system must follow its own rules. And as we keep analyzing, remember to like this video and subscribe, because this story is ongoing and every detail matters. Insiders also suggest that the defense's documents include international legal opinions and comparative studies showing how similar cases are handled in other countries. This adds pressure on Nigerian courts to align with global standards of justice. Citizens and activists are particularly paying attention to this angle, as it ties into broader debates about fair trials, human rights, and rule of law in Nigeria. At this point, it is clear that the judiciary is at a crossroads. On one hand, they must respect legal precedent. On the other, they must consider the new evidence and legal arguments presented by Kanu's team. How they navigate this will likely affect public confidence in the justice system for years to come. And of course, we cannot ignore the public discourse. Nigerians on social media are reacting in real time, discussing whether this could be the beginning of a historic overturn of Kanu's sentence. Memes, commentary, and debate are flooding platforms like Twitter and Facebook. Everyone wants to know, will the court finally correct what the defense claims was a miscarriage of justice? And as you follow this, I remind you again to like, subscribe, and share this video to keep yourself and others informed. Now, let's break down the implications of all this. The Kanu defense's claim that the judiciary is at war with its own laws does not just question one ruling, it calls into question how the legal system operates in high-profile political cases. This is why experts are saying the outcome of this appeal could set a precedent for future cases, particularly those involving political figures or activists. Imagine being in the shoes of the judges now. They have to carefully consider every argument, document, and evidence presented by the defense. One wrong step could be criticized publicly, and this is exactly why this appeal has become such a national talking point. Nigerians are watching closely, and international observers are also taking note. And as always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you never miss an important update. Another key point is the public reaction. Nigerians are asking questions about fairness and transparency. Many are saying that if the judiciary had strictly followed its own laws from the beginning, this mess could have been avoided. The defense team is using this momentum to highlight gaps and inconsistencies, essentially forcing the courts to account for every legal detail. Let's also look at the political dimension. While this is primarily a legal battle, there are clear political undercurrents. High-profile cases like Kanu's attract attention from multiple sectors: government officials, political parties, civil society, and ordinary citizens. The way the courts respond to these new claims could influence public trust in the judicial system, as well as perceptions of fairness in governance. Now, what about Kanu himself? While he is currently under legal custody, this development is significant because it could affect his legal strategy going forward. If the courts recognize that there were procedural errors or misapplied laws, the defense could potentially push for a reduction of the sentence, a retrial, or even a full overturn. This is why the stakes are so high right now. The defense team's statements also highlight the importance of constitutional adherence. They are not just challenging one sentence, they are making a larger point, that every law applied must align with the Constitution, and any deviation is unacceptable. This resonates deeply with Nigerians who want to see justice served fairly and transparently. Meanwhile, the judiciary is reportedly taking these submissions seriously. Legal analysts say that judges may consult with constitutional experts and review past cases to ensure that every decision is legally sound and defensible. This is why the next few weeks will be crucial. Nigerians are waiting for updates, and the outcome could redefine how high-profile cases are handled in the country. It is also worth noting the social media angle. People are sharing opinions, commentary, and news clips constantly. While some are supportive of Kanu, others are analyzing the legal technicalities. This is creating a nationwide discussion on rule of law, human rights, and justice, which is why keeping up with verified updates is essential. And remember, like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to follow every verified development in real time. To summarize so far, Kanu's defense team has exposed alleged contradictions and errors in the judiciary, highlighting a potential conflict with Nigeria's own laws. The appeal court is now reviewing this evidence, and the outcome could overturn or significantly alter the original sentence. Nigerians are watching closely, legal analysts are debating, and the political implications are massive. As we wrap up, here's what you need to know. This is not just about one man, it is about the integrity of Nigeria's legal system. The defense team's expose could force the judiciary to correct procedural errors. Public interest is at an all-time high, and social media is buzzing with discussions. The outcome could set a precedent for future high-profile cases. So, stay informed, stay alert, and keep following verified sources. As always, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends and family who want accurate news. This is your channel bringing you real-time, professional updates, keeping you informed on matters that shape Nigeria's future. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and stay blessed.